knew she wasn't going to disappoint us. Sue Bird on her retirement day, rocking the all green.
Does she ever disappoint? This green is phenomenal. You know what we call this phase of Sue Bird's life, fam? We call it her wet and wavy.
Tonight, we expose the shocking truth that's shaking the WNBA to its core. When WNBA legend Sue Bird accidentally let slip a secret plan to target rookie phenom Caitlin Clark, fans and players alike were stunned. But what exactly did Sue Bird reveal? And what does this mean for the future of women's basketball? Stay tuned, because we're about to break it all down.
The point guard, it requires the point guard to find you. Like, a lot of things have to go your way to get a good shot, or you have to make things go your way to get a good shot. And every given night, you don't know, right? Like, even Caitlin Clark, you don't know where you're gonna get your shots from. You're just kind of out there reading the defense. I think for Angel, what's interesting is she kind of knows what shots she's gonna get. These shots, I don't know how many shots she averaged, but these shots are coming at the clip they're coming, in the places that they're coming, no matter what. Every single game, pretty consistent.
Sue Bird, a four-time WNBA champion and future Hall of Famer. Caitlin Clark, the unstoppable rookie sensation drawing sellout crowds and breaking barriers. But behind the scenes, a storm was brewing. On Sue Bird's podcast with Diana Taurasi, she dropped a bombshell. The WNBA was quietly telling players to get physical with Caitlin Clark to knock her off her game.
Hardest transition going into the WNBA. All right.
What does this so-called plan really mean? Sources say the league, desperate to level the playing field, encouraged defenders to rough up Clark, to make her think twice before pulling up from deep. A shocking move that sparked immediate backlash.
It's funny because last week, we talked about all the coaches in the WNBA getting fired and how we didn't foresee much happening from now until whenever. And then, boom, we walked out of the studio. I opened up my phone.
The second we walked
and
out.
Stephanie White
Do you think
essentially
they did that
left.
on purpose?
No, yeah, they knew. They listened to our pod and they knew. So Stephanie White, it's a little different though. She wasn't fired and it was already in,
the atmosphere.
Yeah, it was
if you were
in the
following
universe.
the tea leaves, as they say.
It was in the universe that Stephanie White was likely going to be leaving Connecticut. It actually got leaked.
But it's not just about Sue Bird. Enter Angel Reese, another rookie with a fiery style and something to prove. While Sue talked about Clark, she also praised Reese's ability to find her shots consistently, hinting at a brewing rivalry that's bigger than just one game.
24 years old, potential to team up with Christy Wallace, maybe Sammy Whitcomb, and there's Caitlin Clark. Just left it short, Whitcomb on the defense, and a technical foul on Christy Wallace. I do not blame her.
Then Sue Bird went even further, downplaying Caitlin's historic performances, suggesting her stats are meaningless if she doesn't win games. But here's the truth. Clark isn't just padding numbers. She's transforming the game, making defenses look like traffic cones while carrying a struggling Indiana fever.
Clear for Indiana.
Caitlin coming off that 20-point performance right here, handling the physicality of Benijah Laney, with which Caitlin Clark handles right here. She crosses sides of the floor, she gets her hips and shoulders past Laney, and she leads.
Whether Sue meant to reveal it or not, the damage was done. Her comments exposed a deeper issue, a league unsure how to handle a player rewriting the record books. For fans, it wasn't just about basketball, it was about fairness and the future of the game.
An 11-0 run for New York. Clark, she got another. Second three of the quarter for Caitlin Clark.
She's in the history of the league. You might want to get out on her, and then Caitlin, wow, that was a real...
Sue Bird knows better than anyone the power of a once-in-a-generation talent. She was that young star once, too. But now, her accidental leak has put a target on Clark's back, and fans are demanding answers. Why punish brilliance? Why treat Caitlin Clark as a threat instead of a gift?
Now realizes it. Clark trying to take her defender, pulls up and hits from the mid-range. 20 points for Caitlin Clark.
A really good feel for when she should take a defender based on who it is, and that time going to her left.
Here's the truth. Caitlin Clark is the future of the WNBA. Like Jordan in the 80s or Curry in the 2010s, she's changing what's possible. Her range, her swagger, her game-changing style. They're making the league bigger, better, and more exciting.
Gets away with a little shove inside, creates that space.
Gustafson, too much. Long rebound to the fever. Oh, back mid like
Don't wait. Transition defense.
Such good athletic specimens, and I think it's so much fun to see like how Megan Gustafson has recreated her body. She changed herself from a post in college to being a power forward in the WNBA. It's amazing how that they...
This isn't just about Sue Bird versus Caitlin Clark. It's about the clash between the old guard, the legends who built this league, and the new generation determined to take it even further. Will the WNBA embrace this change, or will it keep trying to slow it down?
It's Clark way outside. Boston the rebound. Clark on the fake. Clark weaves inside and the reverse.
Remember, 11 roster spots, and that's why you got to stay ready on the end of the bench. You don't know when your number's going to get called.
Well, bad pass. It's Clark with the steal. She'll fake the three and just blow by Talbot, but misses at the rim. Boston picks up 4 and a foul.
As the dust settles, one thing is clear. Caitlin Clark isn't going to slow down. She's going to keep hitting those shots, keep breaking those records, and keep rewriting the narrative. And Sue Bird? She's left to face the fallout of revealing a plan that fans are calling unfair and maybe even dangerous.
And Biggs and Melissa Smith sees that she has a wide open lane to the bucket. Just a great delivery. I mean, putting it on the money.
Clark over Horston, hits a three. No bounds.
Horston's got to come with hands up. You can't let Clark.
What do you think? Was Sue Bird simply speaking her mind? Or did she accidentally reveal a league-wide conspiracy to hold back Caitlin Clark? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all things WNBA. This is just the beginning.
First in the league in fast break points.
Clark connects on a deep three. To the Commissioner's Cup final. What a dish. Down the floor. Wallace, the finish plus the foul. On a beautiful delivery.
For now, Caitlin Clark is proving that no matter how physical the league gets, her light won't be dimmed. And that's something every basketball fan, young or old, should be ready to witness.
The better one here today is Clark. Finally hits her first shot of the night. It's on Wednesday.
One thing about Caitlin Clark, she's relentless. She's going to keep shooting that ball. You can still establish yourself as a leader, as a future leader for the franchise. And that takes a little bit of perspective.
Four-time WNBA champion Sue Bird has always been a name synonymous with excellence. But what happens when a legend turns on the league's brightest rising star? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on shocking comments, leaked injuries, and the battle for the future of the WNBA.
Richards is fighting. Richards as she's into the ball game. Richards on the floor. Clark, the step back three just below the logo, drills it.
Sue Bird, a four-time WNBA champion, five-time Olympic gold medalist, and 13-time All-Star. Her voice carries weight, but it's what she's been saying off the court that's raising eyebrows.
Connecticut, second last in the league in three-point percentage, just under 29%. Clark heaves and rattles one in. Back and forth they go from deep. A gauntlet to begin her career.
No shot is too far away from the rim for Caitlin Clark. Carrington gets caught underneath the screen from Boston.
Enter Caitlin Clark, the most electrifying rookie since Diana Taurasi herself. With logo threes, record-breaking scoring nights, and the swagger to back it all up, Clark has captivated fans and drawn the ire of veterans like Sue Bird and Cheryl Swoops.
Knocks down a three.
In the slot, off a pin down, feet under her shoulders, and launch.
Clark from the blind side, the steal and a bucket.
In a now infamous podcast with Taurasi, Bird questioned Caitlin's numbers, calling them inflated and suggesting she couldn't hold up against real defenders. Cheryl Swoops quickly piled on, calling Clark's rise all hyped. League insiders are reportedly torn. Some support Bird's call for humility. Others see it as gatekeeping. But no matter where you stand, one thing's clear. Caitlin Clark isn't going anywhere. This feud isn't just about words, it's about the future of women's basketball. Will veterans like Sue Bird embrace the evolution Caitlin Clark represents? Or will these clashes divide the league's past and future even further? Caitlin Clark has chosen not to clap back. Her answer? Silence. Because every night she steps on the court, she lets her game do the talking, dropping 30, 40-point nights and leaving defenders in the dust. This isn't the first time Sue Bird's been at the center of a media firestorm. In 2022, she clashed with the league over player treatment and salary caps. In 2023, she criticized younger stars for self-promotion over teamwork. Now, her feud with Clark has fans questioning whether Bird can truly let the next generation shine. Angel Reese, another rookie sensation, quickly stepped in to defend Clark, saying, "We're building the future together. We don't tear each other down." The contrast couldn't be clearer. The veterans versus the new wave. But things took a darker turn when rumors of a secret injury to Caitlin Clark began swirling. Sources allege that Sue Bird herself may have leaked Clark's nagging ankle injury to deflect from her own criticisms. This revelation has fans and insiders reeling. In the end, Caitlin Clark's game speaks louder than any podcast rant. She's already silencing doubters, rewriting records, and captivating a whole new generation of fans. The real question isn't whether Clark is ready for the league, it's whether the league is ready for Caitlin Clark. Sue Bird's criticism may have lit a fire under Clark, but it's also exposed a deeper issue in women's sports, the struggle between the legends of yesterday and the breakout stars of today. Will Bird's legacy be one of division, or will she ultimately embrace this generational shift? Fans have taken sides, some calling Bird out of touch, while others praise her for defending the old school. But for Clark, the love is overwhelming, as she's become the face of a movement bigger than basketball. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments. Should Sue Bird back off and let Caitlin shine, or does she have a point about how rookies are in their place? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the latest WNBA controversies, rivalries, and game-breaking news.